You guys thought I was crazy. You guys thought I was insane for thinking that they would ever reference the Mario RPGs in Mario Kart World. But guess what? They actually did it. And I think it is very unlikely that this is a coincidence. But before we get started, I wanted to mention that I have a goal to hit 30,000 subscribers before the Nintendo Switch 2 launches, so if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing, and if I hit that goal, I will give away a copy of Mario Kart World. But basically, on Nintendo Today, they showed off various screenshots of different Toad outfits, of Toad being in different locations. They're basically showing, like, screenshots of Mario Kart World every day, like, leading up to, like, the game's release, supposedly. But one screenshot in particular definitely stood out to me, as it took place in this track that had this, like, ancient Egyptian-like temple, and on the wall, it had a mural of these human-like toads. And there are two other Mario games that reference very similar-looking human-like toads in, like, an ancient Egyptian-like temple, and that is Sticker Star and Origami King. I think the resemblance is just very, very close here, and I think this is honestly too close to be a coincidence, I would say. It looks really accurate to the ones in those games, honestly. And the thing is, I know some people may be groaning over the fact that they're referencing things from the modern Paper Mario games in Mario Kart World, because I'm sure, like, most people would prefer references to either the Mario and Luigi series or the older Paper Mario games. But the thing is, I actually do think this is a pretty cool reference and a pretty cool inclusion anyway, because even though the modern games are unpopular, and I personally prefer the older games over the newer Paper Mario games, I mean, that's a fairly popular opinion. But the thing is, I think there are a lot of aspects of the modern Paper Mario games that are good, and one of those is the ancient lore that it introduces. I think, like, Origami King especially, and even a tiny bit in, like, Color Splash and Sticker Star, have some pretty interesting bits of lore here and there. Like, the murals are definitely some interesting ones, and Origami King basically having the whole Toad civilization that was in the desert with King Shroomsies, and, like, Captain Toad stealing the Submarino, or the Super Marino, from Shangri Spa and bringing it to King Shroomsies. I think that was a pretty cool little story in there, and I think that was one of the most interesting things that modern Paper Mario did. So the fact that they are actually validating that as part of mainline Mario and, like, relevant to the rest of the Mario lore is pretty cool, I would say. I think that was one of the best contributions from modern Paper Mario, so I am glad that they are, very likely in this case, kind of making it relevant here. And the thing is, I think even though it's something from the modern games, it kind of goes to show that Nintendo is okay with referencing the Paper Mario series as a whole, because of course they have referenced the older Paper Mario games, but the fact that they're doubling down and even referencing things from the newer games just kind of goes to show that they are okay with incorporating things from, like, the Paper Mario series into mainline Mario, and I think it further solidifies the fact that the Paper Mario series is canon to mainline Mario. Just Paper Mario is like, in Paper Jam, it has, like, a book in the game that's technically like a pocket dimension, but I think basically the general consensus behind that is that book that is in Paper Jam is basically an exact copy of the regular Mario universe, so everything that happens in the Paper Mario series is also happening in the regular Mario world. And I think if they continue to reference things like this, I think that will definitely make that, definitely more of the case, I would say. So I think this is pretty significant overall, and I really hope this is just the start of things from the RPGs that they'll reference. Hopefully this means that the Boshi costume that we saw for Blue Yoshi is actually a subtle reference to Boshi and is actually referred to as Boshi in the game and isn't just a coincidence. I think, like, the fact that they are seemingly referencing, like, Sticker Star and Origami King here makes it a little more likely, I would say. And just another thing, like, for the people who are feeling a bit negative about this being a reference to, like, Sticker Star and Origami King, The thing is, Nintendo has been, like, acknowledging the older Paper Mario games quite a lot lately. Like, we just got a Thousand Year Door remake, and they have been advertising it quite a lot. As well as Paper Mario 64 on Nintendo Switch Online. We've gotten several tweets about that. So, I have a feeling that if they are referencing, like, Sticker Star and Origami King here, we may very likely see, like, little references like this to, like, Thousand Year Door in Paper Mario 64 as well. I think that is entirely possible, especially considering the relevance of the Thousand Year Door remake. I just think this is a net positive overall that Nintendo is validating the Paper Mario series as being canon in some form. I think that is pretty cool because it's been quite a while since they've really done that to any degree. They haven't really been doing it that much since the 2000s when they actually had things like the Star Spirits appearing in Mario Party, or several other like enemies and species like the Wackas, Tweesters, and different things appearing in also Mario Party as well, or Goombas in 64DS and Mario Kart DS. Actually, it would be really cool if like Goombas returns as a boss in the game if they're doing mission mode. I am gonna do a prediction video in a couple days about the Direct. And that's a little sneak peek about something that I might talk about there, but I think that is definitely a possibility. So I think it is really cool that we are seeing, like, likely a little snippet of Paper Mario acknowledgement in Mario Kart World, classic or modern. I still think it's pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Stay perky!